Hello everyone. This pipeline is still experimental, but I decided to make a tutorial because many of you asked for it. To keep the process fast, I will show you only the basic steps. The final quality you see here is not the best possible, because that will take much more time. The goal is to teach you the basics. After that, you can try things your own. The first thing we need is an AI-generated face image. I'm using Midjourney, but you can use any tool you like. What matters is that the whole head is visible. The second step is to improve the quality with an enhancer. I use Crea AI because it's free and works well. The third step is AI to 3D model. There are many AI tools for this and they are growing very fast. In this project, I tested Tripo 3D to see how it works. The generation time is only a few minutes. All the link for the tool I use will be in the description of the video. Once the model is generated, we can also create a texture. The quality will be not great, but it is useful for a basic guide. As you can see, the geometry is not bad at all, even if it was created from a single image. You can use more images, but in my tests, the proportions were always wrong. It is much better to fix everything in Blender, and I will show you how to do it later in the video. Before we start to work in Blender, we need to download the model from Tripo 3D. I downloaded as GLB file because it keeps the geometry and the basic texture together. Once the GLB is exported, we can bring it to Blender and continue the workflow. Now we move into Blender. First, I fix the rotation and the scale of the model, because the GLB file from Tripo 3D often comes in with the wrong orientation. This part is very fast. I rotate the model to face forward and apply the scale so everything is clean. Before we start sculpting, there is one important step we need to use. Merge by distance. If you skip this, the mesh will break during the sculpt. You will see holes and the surface will open. This happens because the AI model has many double vertices and the surface is not really connected. When you move on the point, the other one stays in place and create gaps. Merge by distance removes the duplicated vertices and makes the surface solid. After that, you can start sculpting and fixing without problems. In this case, the proportions came out surprisingly good, but you should still sculpt and improve the areas you want before moving to the wrap on the MetaHuman topology. Even if the base look is fine, sculpting gives you control and help to get cleaner and more accurate shape for the final result. Now we need a clean quad polygon base mesh, a conformed MetaHuman topology. You can find one on Fab, download it and open it in Blender. The file from Fab will be in FBX format and the scale will be very small. In this tutorial we will focus only on the head. Eyes and teeth will be placed automatically by MetaHuman Creator. It is possible to edit and sculpt them too, but we will not do that in this video because it takes more time. So, click the head and put the scale to 1. Now we need to match the AI head with the MetaHuman head. Try to adjust the scale and rotation and position so they look similar in shape. When everything is in the right place, export both models as OBJ files. Before exporting, remember to right-click on each mesh and apply all transforms. This step is important, or the OBJ export will not match correctly. There are several ways to do the wrapping. For this tutorial, I choose a FaceForm wrap. They offer a 30-day trial and you can download from their website. Now we export the texture from the AI model inside Blender and save it as a PNG. In the wrapping software, we need to do 2 wraps. You can find on the gallery the basic wrap workflow. The first wrap is the basic one, step 01. Here we get the main shape, but the eyes will be corrupted because in the AI model, just like in the real scans, the eyes inside are wrong. For this first pass, we also make a mask on the neck area because we don't need to wrap that part. Once the pass 01 is done, we save it and load it again in the place of the scan. Now we make a second wrap, but this time we mask both, the inside and the outside of the eyes. Inside the wrapping software, we also need to export the texture. We project the texture on the MetaHuman UV using the texture transfer option in the gallery. Then we save it as PNG in 2K or 4K, depending on what you prefer. But remember, the AI quality output image is not good at all, it's only a reference. Now we finalize the MetaHuman head inside ZBrush. Here, we fix the areas that were not wrapped correctly, like the eyes and the ears. It is very useful to keep AI reference image visible in overlay with a program like PureRef. The main brushes we will use are Smooth and Move brush. Be careful with the strength and the pressure, or you will smooth too much and lose details. Remember that many facial features like the eyes and the ears can be fixed very easily later inside the MetaHuman Creator with the built-in tools. Working on the finished model also with the correct texture in MetaHuman Creator is much more intuitive than working on the clay material. What we need to do here in ZBrush are two things. Create the level 1 conformed mesh, which will one that we use inside the MetaHuman Creator, and create the high density mesh. We'll use that for pore details and baking in Substance Painter. This process takes a long time, and there are many ways to do it. You can use alpha brushes or use displacement map, or you can create pores with the noise tool. In this video I will use all the three methods, but I will speed up the sculpting part until we reach the final result. It does not make sense to go deeper in every method here because this tutorial is focused on the main steps. It's impossible to explain everything in a single video. If you are missing some information, you can easily search the basic of wrapping or pore sculpting to fill the gaps. Inside Substance Painter, we perform a bake from the high poly mesh to the low poly mesh. This will give us the normal map, cavity map, ambient occlusion, and all the map we need. You will notice that the small details we created in ZBrush are partially lost, even if the bake is correct. To increase the detail and the match the look that we had in ZBrush, we will use the cavity map on the 8th channel inside a mask. On the left side under texture, you will find all the baked maps. We create a new fill layer, enable only the 8th channel, and set the slider around 0.5. Then we add a black mask. Inside the mask, we create a fill layer and place the cavity map into the 8th channel. Now, going back to the main material, we can control the intensity using the 8th slider. Do not push the sharpness or the height value too much. A small amount gives the best result. To speed up this long process, I decide to start from a texture from 3D Scan Store. I choose a subject with a skin tone that match our model, and I bought the MetaHuman ID, because the only thing we need from it is the albedo map, and maybe the normal. Right now, 3D Scan Store also has a very good discount, so it's a good moment to check their texture. The texturing process in Substance has many different approaches. To keep things simple, in this video I will focus only on the basic map and the tattoo. For this, we need a smart material for Substance. I found a very good one on the ArtStation, and the link will be in the description. The most time-consuming part is exporting the tattoo generated by the AI. There are many ways to do this. In this tutorial, I will do it fast and not in the best way, just to show you the basic idea. The texturing process is probably the most important part, and it needs many hours of work. Have fun with it and take your time. You can redraw the tattoo by hand in Photoshop, you can generate it with the AI using reference, or you can blend the different textures together. There is no perfect method. The important thing is to enjoy the process. When you are done, export all the maps using the Unreal preset. Set the resolution to 8K for better quality. In Unreal, we import the conformed mesh and the albedo, and the normal map we generated in Substance. Then, we create a new MetaHuman character. In the Creator panel, choose Conform from Template and select our custom mesh. This way, we get our MetaHuman without using mesh to MetaHuman, and the result is more accurate. Now we pick a skin color that is close to our target subject, and then we load our textures into the main albedo and the normal channel. Play with the creator and make small changes. Change the eye color, the teeth. Use the sliders to adjust the face shape and the eyes, so you get a closer match to your reference. Take your time and have fun. Just remember to save your work from time to time. When you are done, export the skeletal head mesh from the grooming to work in Blender. You can export it from the top menu, following the step I show you on the screen. Once you are in Blender, you can create your groom. In this case, we will make a simple bird, just like in the reference. The groom geometry node system is very easy to use, and there are many tutorials online. If you need extra help, just take a look at it. There are many tutorials online that explain how to create a parametric groom, but here is a quick summary. First, create a binding for the skeletal mesh on your MetaHuman. Then, open your groom and copy the parameters from an existing groom. You will need the materials and the strand settings. These settings are not the same for every groom, so you need to experiment a bit with the shadow bias and the groom radius until it looks right. Once you have the binding file, you just simply drag into the creator. It will automatically generate a wardrobe asset. Click on it and assign it to your character. This workflow is long and experimental, but I hope it gave you the right direction. Take your time, keep practicing, and try different tools as a method. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe and let me know in the comments what you want to see next. Thanks for watching.